We're going to start here by going through what activity affects the cash account. So if you're looking at a general ledger and you see debits to the cash account, it means cash was collected. There are a number of sources of cash. In other words, it may have come from, you could have gotten the cash by issuing stock. In other words, you get cash, you debit cash, you give up stock, and what you give up you credit. So you would have the credit be the amount of stock issued. Another source of cash, a collection of cash, can come from collecting receivables. In other words, if you have a balance in your accounts receivable, it means that you had provided services or delivered goods to customers and they have not yet paid you. So when you do finally get the money from goods or services you delivered prior, what you do is you get cash, but what you'll give up is your accounts receivable. So you would debit cash and credit receivables. So when you see credits to the receivable account, it means that you've collected those receivables. Another activity that results in debits to cash would be the collecting from customers in advance of actually earning the revenue. So what that means is you get cash from customers, but what you have to credit is you're not allowed to credit revenues. You'd like to, but you can't, because the revenue recognition principle says you cannot increase this account unless you've actually delivered the good or performed the service. So if you haven't done that yet, in other words, you got the money in advance, what you have to credit instead is a liability, because what you're getting is cash, but what you're giving is an IOU. You owe the customer either their money back, but preferably you owe them a good or a service, and not until you earn it can you call it revenues. So in the meantime, it's a liability. Another source is from borrowing from banks or from creditors. So you'd be debiting cash. When you get the cash, what you'll credit is notes payable, because you'll give out an IOU. So those are the typical transactions that result in a debit to cash, i.e. collections. It's good to make sure you understand the activities so that you can look at any T account and know what makes it go up and what makes it go down. We'll continue this with some other activities in the next video.